What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay coming at y'all with this video, and we got that boy FlightReacts. We're gonna do a 2-in-1. We're reacting to FlightReacts and we're reacting to the NBA 2K26 5v5 gameplay. We're gonna see dribble moves, we're gonna see finishing moves, we're gonna see everything we need to see, bruh. Dribbling, finishing, shooting, all type of cheesy moves that we could probably use in the future. You know what I'm saying? So the video is 21 minutes long, so without further ado, without no talking, let's just get straight to it, bro.
See, flight team
Stand up. Let's get it.
Flight no fear, August is here. We got official NBA 2K26 gameplay fresh from the 2K Community Day Joe knows is. Let's check it out, man. Let's see if 2K is just coming different this year.
I think it's coming different, bro.
Annual gameplay breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26.
Whoa, he made that? Dang, come on, Flight, you selling the bag.
Window shooting from both the highly anticipated annual gameplay breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26. We'll be talking about the no RNG pure green window shooting from both 3-point and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layups and how consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter. We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling and tall builds, pure green window shooting from both 3-point.
That's what we need, bro.
Annual gameplay breakdown video. We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video when it comes to NBA 2K26.
4% contested, okay.
We'll be talking about the no RNG.
So they finally getting, okay, perfect. I love this right here. Automatic rip. This is a beautiful start. 12% contested. I like the percentage, bro. All that weak and what was it? Strong and tight. All that stuff, bro. I don't want to see none of that, bro. I want to see if it was 30% contested, that's why I missed the shot, or was it 100% contested, bro? Like
3-point and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layups and how consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter. We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling. Can tall build speed boost again?
That boy KD looking saucy.
Defense for all you locks out there. Paint build speed boost again. Of course, we've got to cover on-ball defense for all you locks out there.
I do like that defense animation.
There. Paint defense, rebound.
Yes, I want to see everything.
So far, the first 30 seconds, does this look like a different game, or does this look like the same 2Ks?
No, I look kind of different. I ain't gonna lie, I look kind of different.
2K26 gameplay. I'm also gonna be posting.
Y'all boys gotta realize, like, when we say look different, we're not talking about the graphics, bro. We don't care about the graphics. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, you could bring in 2K16 graphics, like 2K17 graphics. I'm fine with that. We don't care about the graphics. The graphics still looks like 2K25, 2K24, whatever the case may be. We looking at the dribble sigs, all this stuff, how my character moves, all this and that. Look at Curry. Oh, bro, look at Curry. Oh my God, fam, this is about to be so cheesy, bro. I don't think y'all understand. This is about to be so cheesy, bro. Like, you see how much faster we're going, and they only boosted up 10%, bro.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, yo, is it dribbling making a comeback?
Yes, bro.
It look like that old school cheesy 2K like 19, 2K16 era.
Yes.
Look at this shit.
But I heard you could only do that like 2 or 3 times in a part, and then you'll lose a bar of stamina. Like these bars down here that's below the character right there, you're gonna lose a bar if you keep spamming that jump.
2K had the best dribble. What 2K had the best dribble?
2K17, bro. 2K17 offer it. 2K16 had it, but 2K17 they went further, bro.
Online user versus user gameplay here.
Look at that, bro.
They're saying 16 and 19.
Bro, 17.
Somebody in the chat just said that shit too. The fucking fatigue is off. See, I can't see. This is why you can't have high expectations and shit, like, cause you gotta remember that shit. So never mind what I said.
But take a second, drop a like on the video.
You still gonna be able to hit it.
Video to 20,000 likes, and let's get into this NBA 2K26 gameplay.
Damn. All right, let's get it.
All right, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're going to start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty was on in there because whites were going in, but the play now clips are all on Hall of Fame. All right, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players, and in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you a general idea of how it looks. and you know how people are bursting. And obviously I know a lot of people from my channel are gonna be like, bro, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference between 2K25 and 2K26. And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can
Bro,
fly.
I'm telling you, my fault, y'all. Bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to make a 6'6" point guard, maybe a 6'7". You go on point guard. For your lockdown, you want to make a shooting guard 6'8" that can dribble like this, play defense. That's if you running like the rec, you could be up there with the guard. You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch all the fast breaks, everything. You can even get hella steals, even on the 3s court, even on the 2s court. You could be the shooting guard, cheesy as hell, with a shooting big, locking down all these 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" guards, bro. At 6'8", shooting guard. Think about it, bro. Just think about it. Then, if you really a rec head or pro am head or 3-on-3 core head 2v2, bro, you make a 7-foot shooting big. It's over, bro. You don't even gotta dribble with them, bro.
They can really chain stuff together.
Let me stop talking.
People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs. You can spam escapes. There's some really, really good long.
The dribbling does look nice, but remember the fatigue is off. You gotta have those badges, the handles for days and all that shit.
Behind the backs now, and you can start to combo those with like explosive
bro,
behind the backs.
Look at that, bro.
Behind the backs, and you see, I mean, that's 6'11" Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying.
Directions on a dime. You guys are starting to see some of the momentum
Clay.
crossovers. Now, I do want to mention, there's only so many hours in the day at Community Day that you can't really like fully focus on everything. And my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips in the Learn 2K. So I'm gonna leave the link to his dribble tutorial.
What the hell is that, bro?
About dribbling after you finish this video. But shout out to Young Dirk for hooking me up with the clips. I did get some dribble clips, but like I wasn't gonna spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his, Kevin Durant has his, Jimmy Butler has his, etc. And they can all speed boost, and that's just a breath of fresh air. Because I feel like in past 2Ks it was like only 1 or 2 dribble styles could really burst cleanly. Okay. So it was like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably gonna end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like before it was like no matter what, if you weren't
John
using
Morant.
Darius Garland last year, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves. It looks like there's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on. So just wait till tomorrow when y'all can see how the my players are.
So far as 2K caught your eye, y'all ready to pre-order that game right now?
Moving. Now I'm definitely interested in your thoughts on the dribbling from what you've
dribbling with the fatigue off. Remember that?
Seen here. So get your comments in down below and let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind the back that Mike was talking about. You know, they added some more explosive kind of behind the back dribble moves into the game, and that's
gonna be cheese right there. I can't wait to see that.
Also, I think the Kobe White one felt pretty good. I was experimenting with it. Now I know a lot of you guys probably want my opinion on dribbling, so here it is. I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators like Dirk and Koza and other creators. They spent the majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20-30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt much more dynamic, and like you had more burst, you had more pop with the ball in your hands.
All right, Joe knows, brother. We gonna hold you accountable for that, bro. Joe knows is saying he's the one that went to community. He says,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Any other 2Ks, especially last year, the dribbling felt more explosive. It's more dynamic. They pop out more. You know what I'm saying? These are things that's being said.
It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get, but it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like this feels a lot.
The thing is, I said it in like the last 2K, it was a My Career trailer. So far what I'm seeing, the stuff does look smooth. I'm not gonna lie, it looks smooth. But does it play smooth? That's the
more
difference.
Enjoyable than what I was doing.
Does it play smooth when there's that online latency? Because every time you play online, there's always going to be a slight lag.
25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise.
This is all in Hall of Fame too, so he's greening that
hopefully
down.
That's not the case this year. Hopefully
I think Park on All Star or something like that, or a Superstar,
be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contests. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some green, some miss. Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm gonna just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how the contest system looks, and
y'all think he's playing on Hall of Fame?
Get your thoughts down below in the comments.
I mean, KD does do that IRL.
People are gonna ask about RNG and the pure green window and how did it feel and blah blah blah. Obviously, it's just a few, you know, hours that.
One thing that I'm seeing, they got the same shit with the with last year, which is a good thing, where it's like you reach and you have your shot window gets boosted, how it should be. If you jump, you reach, you try to go for the steal, your shot window gets boosted to mate. He on rookie, you think? You see, man, they need to, if they do gameplay like this, man, I hope most of the shit's in Hall of Fame, bro. This is a bad representation.
My builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise. Like, when you got it right, it was green. But when you got it wrong, it was earlier, it was late. Like, you were, like, it was, like, if you were slightly off, it was doinking. So when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him, he explained it, if he could compare it to anything, was like a more skill-based 2K24 shooting system. And I could kind of...
Wait, did you just say that? Or I may be tripping or overthinking.
Skill-based 2K24 shooting system.
So you hear that right there, right? Joe Knows said he talked to Mike Wang and he basically compared the skills shooting system, whatever, to 2K24. So did Mike Wang just subliminally say this is the same game as 2K24 but just with a few tweaks? Or maybe that's just, maybe they're just talking about a certain mechanic and just not the actual game is not like the full thing. I hope they didn't just accidentally expose something.
Let's keep going, my boy.
Kind of see where he's coming from, just because of, you know, yes, you have the pure green window, but it is, you got to be more precise than you were on 24. And that,
on low
I
stamina.
That. Now, obviously, it's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops. But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters still on the shooting. You know, taller builds definitely shoot over people and, you know, get contested less than the shorter builds. And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because of that. I mean, KD was insane on this. All right, we're going to switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here. And I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea. I think there's maybe like a Curry clip, a Luka clip. Like, definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to see how the contest system was registered.
Shit, so low-key, the mid-range actually might be OP this year.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say that.
I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD. We basically tested mid-range.
Those Ticino spin-back type of shots?
For like good 10-15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot.
I know, like, even for like 2K25 and I'll play my team, I would notice that I would always have a lot more of a just fairer chance on the mid-range compared to 3. Obviously, it's an easier shot. But nigga, I'll be fading away from mid ranges and shit, and I'll be drilling them. And it's just like with 3, I'll be open,
see how
missing
people
and
are,
shit.
You know, you saw in the dribbling in the beginning of this video, right? Like, people are able to move now.
They still got those cheesy behind
my players, like I said. That was
fake greens, like when you make a green, but it's fake,
and you
bro.
combine it with the fact that you're really like.
Mid-range looks OP. Now, mind you, they could be playing on rookie. They could be playing on All-Star. This definitely is not Hall of Fame, though.
Might actually see a back and forth this year of small guards and big guards both being viable again. I think overall for the game, that would be beautiful. A little bit more build diversity, a little bit more play style diversity.
Look, I hate those type of greens, bro.
They definitely felt stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like you were kind of praying for a contest. Like 90% of stuff just registered open. It didn't feel like that on this game. It definitely felt stronger, but not stronger to the point where ghost contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his hand down, especially against a guy like Durant who's so tall, but even other players that we tested, like
good, this is what I need.
It would say open if their hand was down. So if they reached and you shot it, it's
that's what I need. If they add that, bro.
Open. If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you, it would still say open. If you created enough space, like on that fade over Chet right there, it says open. But then if they, you know, if they're under you and they get a hand near your face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball, they'd register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system.
I kind of like that because it's going, all those people that spam X or square, you guys are gonna get cooked, bro. You guys are absolutely gonna get cooked. Like, keep on spamming. I'm just gonna shoot right over your head, bro.
Right? Apparently, you only have to green the tempo. And that is confirmed because you're about to see a couple clips of it, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, apparently if you don't green the timing, it makes it harder to green the tempo. But as long as you just green the tempo,
because I don't be shooting with that all that rhythm shooting.
Without the meter,
I shoot with X, bro.
Kind of what I feel like, you know, even though I understand the system is different, but when you turn the meter on and see it visually, I mean, I'll be honest, it hurt.
This is a green?
Hurts my soul. I'm like, bro,
I don't know how to feel about that. Look at the shot meter, bro. That nigga.
Rhythm shooting is the worst thing they've added to this 2K jump, bro. Y'all boys just gotta look. Click X, bro. Stop doing all this. X, bro. X always worked, bro. Why y'all trying to change it up? Now look at, now we got this type of stuff.
That shit is off as fuck.
Timing is early, bro.
So if you just time the tempo right, you basically get a green still.
this dude is making a 3/4.
And it's hard for me to really give him an opinion because he's not playing on Hall of Fame. So is that gonna still apply for Hall of Fame gameplay? Like,
bar shot, but I understand the logic is different now. But I think we're all like ingrained in the 2K25 rhythm shooting system.
Bro, that meter is nowhere near the green. It's not even like a decibel inch close to the green, bro.
A decibel.
Outer Cope said it's on Hall of Fame.
Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk quick about perimeter defense.
Yes.
You see right here, Lou Dort cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up, cut off, like bump animation.
Ooh.
That was a good
If someone's
too.
moving, if a dribbler is moving, and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump.
As you should.
Nah, but if I'm faster than you, bro, I don't want them boys catching up to me, bro. Like, that's the one thing. Like, they make it so impossible to drive in or even do layups because, like, you in front and then all of a sudden the person just comes and goes like that. Like, bro, no,
The
bro.
difference I noticed was on
If I got him beat, I got him beat, bro.
2K25, if someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key, you could just like press against them and interrupt that dribble sequence. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to interrupt someone's standstill dribble sequence because obviously I just tested it in the limited amount of time that I had, but it definitely felt night and day difference to 25. 25 felt like if someone's dribbling, you know, on the perimeter, standstill, you could just basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like a bump animation.
Okay, we still getting bump
Like
steals.
that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them,
Oh, shit,
there would be some type
yeah, that boy
of
Luka.
right or
Luka got his boy taken, boy.
Then if you were running with them, then there would be some
got
type of
Donaghy looking
collision.
crazy.
And we'll see, you know, how that plays out throughout the year. But
You guys
it
green.
definitely
Oh
was a
my
noticeable
God.
difference,
This is OP
in my
though.
opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps off the little push cross here.
Yes.
I like that right there. I like that.
Realistic, bro.
Anti-Deer and Fox cross.
Look at that. You dribble right into his body,
This
bro.
applies apart because I hate seeing niggas that be dribbling like right on my players like knees and my
Literally,
foot, just going
bro.
Right through. This should happen every single time when you run into somebody. It don't matter
Straight
if you got a
facts.
99 legend badges everywhere on your ball handling.
So
This will happen every time. Should happen every time.
without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about layups. We know custom layups and slow-mo Euros and all this new layup stuff they're adding, so let's talk about it. Layups definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25. Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka. Size matters in terms of getting contested.
I mean, that's what should happen.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. 6'7" guards, 6'6" guards,
felt like
bro.
the bigger players definitely could go up with
I'm not
more
making no
50
small guard
takes,
this year,
and
bro.
the green window would stay
My
there.
small guards are over with, bro. 24 and 25. How many 6'3"s? Not happening again, bro.
Bigger than the smaller players, but overall, whether it was Trey, Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, whoever it was, being able to see the green window, I know it was an old feature, like we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it, they brought it back. I'm not hyping it up like, whoa, like this is, but it's just nice to be able
I like
to see
it.
not only to help
I like
you
it.
know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take.
Exactly.
And what you can and can't go up with. Now let's talk about dunk meter.
The animation is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. The animation was
Now
crazy.
let's talk about dunk.
Oh
Yo, I kinda
my
like that
god.
animation. It's like everything is so far with that dunk right there. It didn't look like it was just a forced animation. It looked like something where it's just like a ragdoll type of effect.
Dunks. All right, dunk meter. You know, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this, so let's talk about it. First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like the bigger players got more consistent green windows. Some concerning things was I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter.
What do you mean?
I have a couple of specific clips coming up here in just a second, and I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know, we saw last year, they definitely make changes after Community Day. Last year they nerfed builds and took out certain dribble speed boost animations and stuff. But check out a couple of these animations. You're gonna see me beat the defender, and or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just driving to the basket. Like right here, Ant Edwards slides through, has a clear path to the hoop. By the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So that's a little alarming to me. I feel like there's, like I said, there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here. It's
that should have been in right there. That's weird.
Clean drive, blew by the defender. Clean line at the hoop, but because when I started the dunk,
I'm gonna get the Anthony Edwards dunk package, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Pushed against me. I'm not
I ain't
really
even
sure.
gonna
Like
cap,
I said,
my boy.
there's definitely some stuff to still fix. But even with that being said, we're still getting some nice contact dunks at times. Sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small, so definitely figuring out exactly how the logic works. But something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change. Instead of it just being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked. It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I wanted to dunk it, but now I got hit.
They try to show John dunking on Wemby.
Adjust my body and be able to turn it into
Nah, that's foul, bro. Why they doing Wemby like that, bro?
So we'll have to see how the dunk meter plays out. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by the time the game launches.
Seen a lot of misses.
I like those misses. Those misses are.
There's definitely some crazy interior.
Damn, and he injured him.
Like, look at this one by Rudy.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have
that animation I like, bro.
Look at this one.
That I like. That I like. No foul either. That I like.
I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior defense stats. But you could definitely get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks, you see how big the green window is. And then even like standing meter dunks against smaller defenders, like Wemby just, going up over smaller defenders. See the size of the green window. It kind of feels like it's like you could get crazy stops, but you could also get crazy dunks. It's kind of, I'm not really sure. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out, but they both definitely felt viable. Like, if you timed when you were going to jump to get the stop, it's like you'd get a crazy ante. But you could also, if you went up with the standing dunk and they weren't entirely properly positioned, you would just boom it on them. Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby, look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind. Like,
I hope that standing dunk bullshit isn't still there for the part.
Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open. I feel like in past games, sometimes if you did that, it would still register a contest.
How the fuck does Wemby miss that?
Because it was like
they gotta just like what Nose was talking about, they need to tweak the shot meter. It's way too like it looks difficult for no reason.
It thought you were supposed to be there, but you weren't actually there because you got stuck on the hoop. I don't know, just something like a small little detail I noticed. But you see the size of these standing dunk meters, you could definitely go crazy with the standing dunks, but then you also saw some of the paint stop animations I was getting. It's like you could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one from Wemby. I mean, I'm not really sure which one's going to be better, but they both definitely felt viable, at least for the little bit that I tested them.
They got Jaw injured.
Rebounding. You can turn off the green feedback in the player HUD. I did notice that.
Bro,
okay, perfect.
Honest, bro, I think a lot of people are just overreacting with the green rebound thing, dog. I really think that's just not going to make a difference. I feel like if you miss time to rebound, like, and somebody times it better than you, they have a better chance, but...
People have been asking that, but
damn, what the hell?
You don't have to green the rebound to get it. Mike has already talked about that, but just so people could be clear about that. And then even here... I'm on Jokic, I green the rebound, and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So just because you green it doesn't mean you're automatically going to
right, it's just you timed it right, bro. That's all.
Looks like. Figure we'll just touch on that real quick. But if you guys want to see raw, unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2K26, click that video on the screen right now.
We're about to go watch that right now. 2-in-1 vid. Let's check it out.
We're not going to waste any time.
This is it?
Jumping straight into
Here's
it.
a part.
Asked for raw, unedited
what the hell?
2K26 gameplay.
Is this the actual park? Is this that My Team park bullshit?
That's the My Team, bro. That's the My Team.
Because I see NBA players. I don't see created My Career players.
Yeah, it is.
It's My Team?
Yeah, My Team. We don't got to react to that.
Watch this shit?
Nah, hell no. I mean, I watch it,
bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. I don't even smell a My Team park, bro. My Team we obviously play, but we don't play the park.
Yeah, we don't play the part. Yeah, we don't play that.
Oh, the park is tomorrow?
Oh, so
that's
we on
okay,
that
then
tomorrow.
we'll watch this shit then. Dude,
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
gonna play the My Team Park. It's like a bad representation of it. Let's wait for the park shit to drop tomorrow. Then.
bro. I'm hoping this is exactly what the park looks like, bro. Oh my god. If they go back to this and just keep us one strip for clothes, shoes, and stuff like that, bro, 2K's gonna make it so much better. And have them spawn literally right in the middle. Have everybody spawn right in the middle of the park, bro. Oh my god. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. We hype for this, bro. We gonna go crazy 2K26. I can't wait, bro. I got my light. I'm gonna get another one for this side so I can both pop. But we gonna be Gucci, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.